Inside, and Antetokounmpo uses the glass to finish the layup.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Back to George. The three. And another three for the Clippers.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Now here is Holiday. Passes it to Middleton. The kick out to Lopez. Holiday dishes to Middleton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Nobody near George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 6.
And, you know, that's one of George's go-to shots. He's a three-point shooter who spaces the floor well.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. From deep, George. Off the left rim and out. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. 9-point game. And Lopez gets it to go.
Able to just go right over the top. I mean, the big man, Lopez, doing work.
Clippers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. George against DiVincenzo. Here's Leonard. Offensive rebound.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 1:30 left to play here in the first. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And George kicks to Leonard. Ibaka outside. Puts up a 3. The shot off that time.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
1:04 left to play in the first quarter. George against DiVincenzo. Back to George. The pass to Leonard. Fires for 3. Just 5 to shoot. Here's George. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
To the middle. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Middleton. Morris with the rebound. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard with the ball. George. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, I think you've got to like and appreciate the effort there, the hustle. George staying with the possession, then uses his length to finish off the miss.
It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 7. Let's... Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've...
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
We've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
Man, I tell you, you really have to appreciate how much Beverley hustles. He plays hungry and with an edge. He's skilled, though, on both ends of the floor in addition to that. And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Beverley for three. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Bucks trail by 4. Teague the pass to Tucker. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And that corner three, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes it, makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And, Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, Nick Batum, out of France, taken 25th in the 2008 draft. If there was a redo, he's a lottery pick.
Teague feeling it out a bit. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Los Angeles on D. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. 5 on the clock. To the inside. And to Kumbo.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
The drive by Jackson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Jackson against Teague. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Man, I like the tenacity of Teague there. I mean, embracing contact whenever he drives it inside. That's the mark of a smart basketball player.
And so Teague gets 2 free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Outside Jackson. Lets the three fly. Rebound, Milwaukee. And now here comes Teague leading the break. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 6 here in this quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Back to Jackson. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
They now take the lead. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Jackson against Antetokounmpo. Jackson misses.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Antetokounmpo, no good. And so Cousins will bring it up for Los Angeles.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Now, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
43 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And that will definitely get some heads turning. I mean, great slam there from Teague, who rarely dunks.
Here's Jackson. He kicks to Cousins. Back to Jackson. From deep. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Offline with his 3. Milwaukee in the lead.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Back to Jackson. Over Teague. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the... Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. For Milwaukee, the first quarter was not an easy one. They struggled to find an offensive. And that does it for our half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Bucks, we've got Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Bobby Portis. Teague out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Holiday with it. Middleton on the wing. Fires the 3. Drops in the tray. Middleton's got the first bucket of the third here for Milwaukee.
Man, it's obvious that Middleton has great confidence. I mean, you can just see it oozing out of him. He's so good at catching the defense off balance and knocking down the catch-and-shoot jump shot.
Leonard finds George. Back to Leonard. Clock at 6. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Bucks leading by 7. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Beverly. One-on-one fast break. A 3 from Leonard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 5 points so far. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Leonard attacking. No stopping him there. He jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It goes on Chris Middleton. For Los Angeles, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Pass to Giannis. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
Outside Leonard, stolen by Middleton. And he makes good on the way up. Now it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
George looking around. Up top, Morris. His first shot coming late. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 4 on the clock. Shots good by Ibaka.
Yeah, high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Holiday dishes to Middleton. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And the quickness of Middleton on the drive is really remarkable. I mean, he gets to the bucket so fast.
Outside, George. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That'll be his second foul of the game. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Here's Leonard. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. Fires, high post, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. George has got 10.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. This one for 3. That one doesn't drop, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
The first one falls.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Beverly. Milwaukee leading by 3. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Giannis high post. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. And Batum kicks to Beverly. No good with the triple. And Connaughton has it in the corner. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Here's Beverly. Luke Kennard out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Batum. And it's Mann in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Back to Kennard. for three. Drills the three-pointer. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Here's Teague, and the rejection by Cousins.
Cousins not one to be challenged there. Tenacious denial.
Here's Batum. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Los Angeles. Up again.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And here is Teague. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. And that'll be his third foul so far. Now Teague. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo.
Batum does a nice job sticking his man and not giving him any airspace. Excellent defense.
Kennard for three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
He's one of the guys they don't mind taking the three in transition when he's that open. He's lethal out there.
Now here's Teague. Passes to Tucker. Five to shoot. Back to Teague. And stolen by Cousins. Jackson finds Kennard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And it's a 4-point Clipper lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He said we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
George dishes to Leonard. DiVincenzo against George. Here's Ibaka. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. It's stolen by Morris. George with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Patrick Beverly. George, no good. The Bucks trail. To the paint. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Middleton.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Leonard looking over the floor. Good on the three-point shot. And the Clippers lead by 3.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Lopez finds Holiday. Fires from deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, does he stun the crowd by answering right back with that triple to get the game back to even.
Well, I tell you what, guys, both teams giving and doing their very best to put it away.
Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. Just 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Here's Holiday. Down low. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. .56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Both free throws good from Holiday.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Leonard with no one around. Bullseye!
Boy, it's a scary sight when Kawhi Leonard starts lighting it up like this.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Holiday. Lopez outside. 5 to shoot. Floats it up for Giannis. He can't get that one. Leonard on the wing. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Holiday with the 3, cans the 3.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
No good. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And in the locker room, each guy has been going up.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And the Clippers starting five. They've got Paul George. Pocket is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the one. And for the Trailblazers, Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Powell in at the two-guard spot. Now, here is George. Ball's knocked loose. Shot clock at 5. Morris finds Leonard. Jacks up a three, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And Leonard stays with it.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
Now here's Powell. And Jones has it in the corner. Three-pointer. The shot by Powell, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Leonard the pass to George. Morris kicks to Leonard. On the wing, George. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
The Clippers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Leonard with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Lillard surveying the D. And too long on the shot.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Leonard. Outside for George. That doesn't go either for George.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
George up top. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
Back to Powell. To the paint. Here's Lillard. Jones against Beverly. Count that bucket.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. And Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Lillard against Beverly. Jones kicks to Nurkic. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
Now, here is George. It's deflected and is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. 1:15 left here in the opening quarter. 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
And it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Lillard against Beverly. With the shot.
Oh, and that's just a great defensive effort there by Beverly. He is all hustle.
George with no one around. The Clippers keep it alive. Morris dishes to Beverly. Back to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Lillard against Beverly. 20 seconds left to play in the first. Clippers leading by 3. Here's George. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And hustle paid off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Here's Jones. And he goes right over Serge Ibaka and slams it down.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. A good close contest so far as we finish the first. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback style.
Old school basketball. You know, and it's fun.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Ibaka. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point. Here's Collins. Paul George making his last shot. Here's Simons. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Right side, Collins. Cantor trying to free himself up. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Collins. After a promising rookie campaign a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings, though, to the table.
Here's Simons following the score by Reggie Jackson. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Banked in off the glass. McCollum's got 5.
Oh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
Pass to Zubac. Dishes it to Jackson. From deep, an absolute bomb from 3-point range. Jackson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Simons. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Jackson has the open look. And the 3 off target. The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
That those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Collins. Lays it up off the glass. Collins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Now here's Jackson. He's tightly guarded. Can't connect from short range. Portland leading. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And there's the pass to Mann. Now Kennard. He's guarded by McCollum from the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. High post shot. Again, the Trailblazers score.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Outside Jackson. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Batum throws it down.
Sometimes it's easy to forget what an unreal athlete Batum is. Extraordinary in timing on these alley-oops.
Pass to Carmelo. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Jackson against Lillard. Now here's Powell over Kennard. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And all right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor. And that should...
I'm just focused on music. They say my last tape was a classic, but I got some hotter rocking this shit.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. Now Covington. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Covington dishes to Nurkic. It's stolen by Ibaka. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Morris with the ball. Lobs it up for Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And a multiple-time all-defensive first-teamer, Ibaka has really rounded out the offensive part of his game.
Passes it to Covington. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Now, here is George. 8 points for him.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And here's Leonard from 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Lillard. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Damian Lillard. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Now, here is George. He feeds it to Leonard. George trying to break free. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Lillard outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 5.
His three-point shooting is an important part of his game. Lillard has to hit that shot all night if he wants to keep the D honest.
And here's George for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Now, here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. High post, Nurkic. Clock at 4. Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Lillard.
The switch flipped for him at halftime. Not a single point in the first half. All of a sudden, he's come alive.
Here's Beverly. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Here's Lillard, and again it's Portland converted.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Morris outside. And he banks in the layup.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now, here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. Step back and squared up. Lillard's got 11 points in the quarter.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Pass to Leonard. Over Jones. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Lillard from outside. Powell with it. Kicks it out to Lillard. From deep. Off target. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He finished. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. 4-point game. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Batuma's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. And there's Jackson, and it's man in its small forward. Now here's McCollum. The pass to Simons. And the rejection by Jackson. Cantor with it. Guarded now by Jackson. The shot's good from Cantor.
Embracing physical contact on the way up. Cantor seems to enjoy scoring right on the defense.
Jackson passes to Kennard. From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's McCollum. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Clippers now. The lead is 2. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Jackson kicks to Kennard. The 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
Even though he's undersized, McCollum is just a tenacious scorer. He's a confident shooter that can catch fire quickly.
The Clippers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Zubac. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Kennard against McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a 3.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
It's Anthony with the drive.
Oh, man, a reliable glue guy. Collins isn't just a skilled scorer. I mean, he's a rebounder. He passes it well, too.
Jackson looking it over. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The free throw drops for Jackson.
Oh, and Jackson is not just a terrific shooter, but a fantastic defender as well, using his great speed on both ends.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And here's McCollum. Launches it. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. From deep, George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the left side wing. Cantor inside, defended by Ibaka. Cantor's shot is off.
Playing him tough inside, air preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Got that one up quick.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So Portland ends up going with the new crew. And that'll be two. The coach's challenge has been issued. For a team like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
And that just may put the finishing touch on this one. Not at all a time to get sloppy with the ball.
Now, here's Lillard inside. Nurkic, and the rejection by Ibaka. And they get it. Covington trying to break free. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
I know he wants to get him back into this, but that's not the way to do it. They need smart shots, not these.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
With all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, he's become a weight around their neck. Somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
Leonard, the pass to Morris. Shot clock at 6. And here's Leonard from 3. And Jones pulls it down. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it. Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
Leonard fires away from outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Jones kicks to Lillard. From deep three-point range, good.
Clutch is Lillard's Smith.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps. The countdown is... It's the NBA on GA.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Powell, Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at small forward. Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Giannis. Misses off the left iron.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. The shot's good from Lopez.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. It gets the game started the right way.
Now here's Powell. Now the pass to Lillard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, Damian Lillard just working them over right now. One of the smaller guards in the league, but darts around so well to make plays.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Crafty move. And it's good on the way in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Nurkic. Back to Lillard. A rebound by the Bucks.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Lopez with the steal. And that one drops.
Lopez powering through that time.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
Here's Covington following the basket by Brook Lopez. Nurkic dishes to Covington. 5 on the clock. Over Holiday.
Well, some credit to Holiday there on the defensive end. Hand up to contest the shot.
Giannis with it. Now Covington defending. He gets that one.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Lillard against Holiday. The tray. Portland again missing. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. Pulls up for three. The shot by Holiday, no good. Trailblazers trail by 6. And then Lillard slams it in.
Well, for a guy who used to be more proficient in the half-court game, Lillard showing that nowadays he's just as dominant in transition.
Holiday looking over the floor. Middleton outside. Back to Holiday. To the middle. He's looking for Giannis and finds it. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Tough to cover Antetokounmpo, especially this deep, and so good at using that length to shoot over the deep.
Pass to Powell. 1:14 left here in the first quarter. Portland moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Nurkic the pass to Jones. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Here's Jones, and then Jones with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here is Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Passes it to Powell for the three. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 6. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Portland's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. There's the feed to Covington. Here's Middleton. And the layup's good off the glass.
Sprinting up the floor and beating everyone down. That's the reward for Chris Middleton.
Covington with the bucket. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Portland, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. McCollum no good. Bucks leading by 6. To the left wing. Here's Nora. Off target with his 3. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. From downtown. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Forbes. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
And they're moving it up. And Tucker kicks to Forbes. Goes up on the high post. It's not going to go for him. And it's Portland the other way. 16 feet away. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Anthony. Anthony's got his first points of the game. Now T. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here is Forbes. Over in the corner, Portis. Back to Forbes. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Here's Nora. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lobbed up there for Collins. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Tucker. Shakes him. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Tucker's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. 1:56 left in the second quarter. Here's McCollum. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Such a good player on the in-between game, weaving behind bodies to find some space, and CJ cashes in.
And here is Teague to the inside. 5 to shoot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
DiVincenzo against McCollum. Here's Cantor. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, there's a poison apple scenario there. Cantor with the polished up fake. If you bite, you lose.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Milwaukee. Bucks leading by 9. .102 left to play in the first half. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And the basket by McCollum.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Now here is Holiday. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. Free throw line jump shot, and another basket for Milwaukee.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Carmelo. He dishes it to Cantor. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Middleton.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
McCollum outside. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Milwaukee came out looking very confident. Their sharp focus and apparent preparation for the... And...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton the pass to Holiday. Beyond the arc. Milwaukee getting another chance here. Lopez kicks to Middleton. Lopez outside. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. And Jones pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 13. Lillard with no one around. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Nurkic with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Jones, the pass to Covington. Back to Jones. From outside the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Bucks go the other way with it.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Shots good by Middleton.
If he's making shots like that, the teammates want to feed that confidence. Middleton with a sweet stroke.
It's Powell on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. Lillard from deep three-point land. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Lillard against Holiday. Middleton on the wing. There's the three. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game.
Yo, check that.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lillard finds Powell. From deep. And it's Lillard missing.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 14. There's the triple. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got 6 rebounds in the game.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
The putback, and Jones pulls it down. And it's Jones with the ball for the Trailblazers. The shot by Powell, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Middleton outside. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Portland with the rebound. Fast break, here we go. Middleton against Lillard. 1:27 left to play in the third. Covington hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Covington's got his second basket.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Outside Holiday. The pass to Middleton. And here is DiVincenzo. Shoots over Powell. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Shots good by Middleton.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Over in the corner, Lillard. 30 seconds left in the third. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Nurkic.
Well, the defense did a fine job there. Just not good enough. Nurkic, too skilled.
Holiday against Lillard. Pass to Middleton. High post Lopez. Loads it up for Giannis. The alley-oop layup. Very well done. Giannis has got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and sending him the ball.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bucks lead by 14. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Anthony out there with Collins. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. Now here's McCollum. Defense right on him. And stolen by Portis. Outside Teague. Pass to Tucker. And Forbes has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 8. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Simons surveying the D. And a wide open look for McCollum. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Just so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He can be elusive, and then he can score from anywhere.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Teague, the pass to Portis. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Trailblazers trail by 15. Lillard with it. Lets it go from deep. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. T kicks to Portis. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. A 3 from McCollum. It's rebounded by T. Milwaukee leading by 12. Inside. Over to the left wing. Pass to Forbes. Shot clock at 6. Here's Portis. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. And the Bucks lead by 14.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
There's the pass to Anthony. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And stolen by Portis. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Teague, the pass to Tucker. Here's Norrell, covered by Anthony. Portis against McCollum. And a wide open look for Portis. No good off the front iron. Three-pointer. A rebound by the Bucks. They led by as many as 18 points. Teague with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Right side, Portis. Back to Teague. To the wing on the left. Takes the 3. Forbes can't get it to go. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Bucks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively. Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Lillard against T. Launches a three. Collins grabs the miss. Lillard looking around. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Melo getting up and slamming one home.
Now T. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before the game. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Paul George is out there at Patrick Beverley. And it's Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the power forwards position. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at center. Now, here's George. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Here's Leonard. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Well, Greg, fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Pass to Middleton. It's stolen by Morris. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. It's good from long range.
Well, the 3-ball has become one of the best attributes that Paul George brings to the table. Great form, great touch.
Holiday against Beverly. Right side Holiday. Passes it to Antetokounmpo, and they pick up 2.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Here's Los Angeles now. It's a 3-point game. Fires the 3. Beverly against Holiday. 6 to shoot. George, that's a 2-pointer. Again, Los Angeles.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Outside Holiday. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working. Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Can't hit that one. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's George. Misses off the right iron. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
And so here are the Clippers after the basket by Milwaukee. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now here is Holiday. Lopez outside. Here's Middleton trying to get open as Lopez. Shot's good by Middleton.
Yeah, and with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
George passes to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Lopez. To the paint. And Middleton kicks to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's George. Out to the wing. Beverly the pass to Morris. The shot. Milwaukee with the rebound.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Outside Leonard. Leonard, and Leonard stays with it. Leonard's got 6 points. 34 seconds left in the first. Giannis with it. Here's Middleton. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
George against Giannis. Morris kicks to George. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Bucks on top, up 2.
In the gym trying to work my break up.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Beverly in at the 1.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Jackson down low. Teague covering. Now, here's Kennard. Not a lot of room. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Milwaukee in the lead. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Teague. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
On the wing, Jackson. Teague covering. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And it's slammed in by Teague.
Oh, my goodness. If you don't get in front of Jeff Teague, he's going to throw it down off that dribble drive.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. And Cousins kicks to Kennard. Outside for Jackson. From deep three-point range. Doesn't go for him. The Bucks go the other way with it. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Good work there as it goes.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Outside Jackson. Kennard on the wing. And the pass to Batum. Clock at 6. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Jackson against Teague. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
We've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Connaughton kicks to Portis. Shot clock at 5. And the basket is good. Portis has got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Kennard on the wing. There's a minute 47 left here in the second. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And here is Teague. Pass to Portis. Milwaukee the rebound.
If you don't put a body on Tucker, he will find a way to burn you on the offensive glass.
Here's Jackson. 1:05 left in the first half of the game. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Left side, Batum.
I mean, really, that's why you don't want to go up into the air without a plan. Had no option of what to do with the ball.
Portis finds Tucker. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half. 6 to shoot. And a wide open look for Portis. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. And now a 10-point Bucks lead for Los Angeles. They've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Passes to Kennard. Releases. Batum scanning the floor. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Now Holiday. No points in the game yet for him. For 3, Middleton. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that'll do it for us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Milwaukee leading by 10. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Back to Giannis. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. Beverley against Holiday. Down low, Leonard with the steal.
Well, getting in the lane and making your presence known is crucial part of the defense for these guys.
They grab their own miss. Here's the 3. The shot that time, not on target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Beverley kicks to Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. And George, here we go. Knocked loose. 6 feet out. Got a hand on it.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
The 3 for DiVincenzo. It's good on the putback. Lopez has got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
Well, it's just solid awareness by Brook Lopez, working hard to get his team a second opportunity.
Morris with the ball. Out guarded by Giannis. Pass to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Now here's Giannis. The pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Antetokounmpo. And no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Morris. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Lopez left side. Leonard with the steal. Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. Count the bucket, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. But they recover it. It's hauled in by Paul George. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years. And if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Bored man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's George. He's got 7.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him. This guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Oh, Moore's in position, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverly. Wow.
DiVincenzo with it. He has 7. At the top of the key, Lopez. It's good from the top of the key. Lopez has got the lead up to 12 now for Milwaukee.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Ibaka outside. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Drew Holiday. Bucks leading by 12. DiVincenzo finds Middleton. Now DiVincenzo. And he comes up with the deuce. Lopez has got 6 points.
Brook Lopez never stops working, especially inside where he has been a force.
That's tipped and stolen by DiVincenzo. Middleton for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Milwaukee, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Taking a look at Los Angeles. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. And there's Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 spot. Outside Jackson. No good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. And here is Portis. Here's Teague. Pass to Connaughton. Shoots the 3. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. And they're on the break. Here's Batum. It's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee leading by 14. Now Teague. Nora, the pass to Portis. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's man, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Just 5 on the clock. Kept alive. Here's Tucker. Passes it to Connaughton. Pass to Teague. A 3 ball. Portis trying to free himself. It's hauled in by the Clippers. The drive by Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Now here's Teague. Outside Portis. Outside Teague. Out left to the wing. Mora. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists now in this one. .153 left in the fourth quarter. Kennard for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Teague against Jackson. Nora, the pass to Portis. The Bucks working the ball around. Back to Tucker. The pass to Portis. And the layup is good. Portis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Cousins. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Connaughton from past the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Connaughton's got his first 3 points of the game.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Bucks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Middleton outside. On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Beverly. Fires the 3. Here's Lopez. That one, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Beverly against Holiday. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. A cup, David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Hello, basketball fans. You've got, let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Covington in at the power forward position. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the two-guard spot. Morris, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Jones, the pass to Powell. He kicks it to Lillard. Outside, Jones. Powell against George. Just 5 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. Jones, no luck. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Softly drops in the floater. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Now here's Leonard. Ibaka. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. This one for 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T. And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
And the layup falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 5. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Powell. And there's the pass to Lillard. Takes the 13-footer, and Portland again with the bucket.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Here's Jones. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Jones.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
And George, here we go. Morris. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
Here is Lillard. He's got 9. Knocked away. Jones kicks to Lillard. Right side, Covington. Here's Jones. Back to Covington. Over Ibaka. The offensive rebound. And the basket by Jones.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Bounce pass from Beverley. Pass to Leonard. From deep. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. So for the Trailblazers, 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Kennard for 3. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cousins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
So difficult to stop. You try and match his physicality. Nope. There's Cousins going to the line.
Both free throws good from Cousins. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's McCollum. Six on the shot clock. Lets it fly from 18. Goes back up. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trail. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got it.
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Now here's McCollum from downtown, and another 3 for Portland.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Kennard with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the basket by McCollum.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Clippers trail by 8. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Passes it to Kennard. Shoots the 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
A knockdown shooter with excellent range. Kennard gives your offense the floor spacing it needs.
Kicks it to Collins. To the middle. Here's McCollum. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Off target from outside. Trailblazers leading by 7. Pass to Cantor. Out to Anthony. Jacks up a 3. And the Trailblazers another 3.
And the shooting form of Anthony just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now here's Batum. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He dishes it to Cousins. Shoots over Cantor. Cousins, the pass to Batum. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And it's Cousins with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Simons, the pass to McCollum. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Here's Simons. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Here's Anthony. Paul George with the steal. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Clippers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
We've seen them put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
And finished off by Nurkic.
If the keys to your offense are in Lillard's hands, you're going to be in pretty good shape. Check out how well he runs the pick and roll there. That's just a perfect way to play.
Stolen by Jackson. Outside for George. Fires for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The pass to Powell. Nurkic against Ibaka. Inside. Here's Lillard. A beautiful reverse layup. Lillard's got 11.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Jackson finds Leonard. 26 seconds left now here in the second.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Jones, the pass to Covington. Lillard against George. Up again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazer. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 11 points and 1 assist.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Portland, they've got Norman Powell. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Jones in at the 3.
Good luck.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Trailblazers leading by 12. Kicks it out to Lillard. Over Jackson. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Lillard's got 13.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to. What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days. Working in that mid-range area, the analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Jackson against Lillard. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it in.
And, you know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Now, here's George. He has 6. Sinks the triple.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. To the inside, Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's Leonard. The Blazers getting the bucket. Buries it from three-point range.
Feeling that one all the way. Leonard lethal in the catch-and-shoot game.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
On defense, the Trailblazers. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Good on the bucket.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Lillard dishes to Powell. Back to Lillard. Fires from deep. They get it again.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot.
McCollum outside. To the wing on the left. Here's Simons. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 13. Now George. He's got 9. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. McCollum passes to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
McCollum against George. Puts up a 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
McCollum no good. And so Ibaka, he'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Down by 15.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Here's Simons. He feeds it to Cantor. It's stolen by Ibaka. To the paint. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
Here's Anthony. Drops in the layup for 2. Anthony's got 5.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Jackson is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's man in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Collins kicks to Cantor. Right wing. Pass to Anthony. Lock at 6. Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
That's tipped. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Collins is running. McCollum no good. Clippers trail by 11. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Kennard for three. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Portland's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Anthony on the wing. Passes it to Simons. And here's Kanter. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Steps back and fires. Anthony with the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
McCollum against Kennard. McCollum dishes to Collins. Kicks it out to McCollum. Takes the three. Cousins pulls it in. Clippers trail by 11. Now here's Kennard. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
McCollum outside. Now the dish to Carmelo. Over to the wing. Inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
I loved his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Here's Beverly. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. In the corner, George with it. And George with the stuff.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
McCollum with the ball. Outside Anthony. Pass to Kanter. 5 on the clock. And here's McCollum. Shoots over Leonard. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by Simons. Trailblazers leading by 14. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Anthony finds McCollum. No good on the triple. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Anthony looking it over. Right side, Collins. Lets it go from the wing, and he knocks down the jumper. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Trailblazers.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for C.J. McCollum.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. 17 seconds left in the game. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Good work defensively by Jones. Now, Nurkic, and they go to the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Lillard from outside, off the mark. And so Portland takes this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. The lights of downtown reflect. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And for Portland, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Damian Lillard out there with Powell, and it's Jones in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Not quite enough defense That time around, just lucky he was off.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Powell dishes to Nurkic. The shot missing. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. To the middle. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Here's Lillard after the basket by Milwaukee. Outside Collins. Jones finds Collins. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. Pass to Powell. Here's the three. The Trailblazers rebound. Jones against Middleton. Jones the pass to Nurkic. Another shot. It's good.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Middleton. Now DiVincenzo. Lets the three fly. Collins grabs the miss. Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And then Jones with the jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
It's tipped. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Jones kicks to Lillard. For three. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Drills it from outside. Craig, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Now the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Trailblazers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Nurkic up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Now Holiday. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the dunk by Giannis. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Lillard finds Powell. Now here's Collins. Kicks it out to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Here's Powell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Outside Teague. Passes to Connaughton. Shoots over Powell. And it comes off the front of the rim. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Trailblazers. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play on the court for the Bucks. Bobby Portis out there with Antetokounmpo. And there's Teague. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And Melo, a skilled shooter. If he gets a clean look, you expect him to make it.
Outside Teague. Pass to Portis. The tray. They get it back.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Portland with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Pass to Cannon. And stolen by Jeff Teague. And Antetokounmpo inside. Covington's there. Lets it go from 14. Antetokounmpo, no good. Portland leading. Powell, the pass to Simons. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Powell dishes to Cantor. Covington wide open. He fires. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And that's really good use of the catch and shoot. Outstanding by Covington. He's a quick decision maker, and he usually makes his decision as the pass is being thrown to him as to what kind of shot he's going to get off.
Now here's Teague. No points in the game yet for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Connaughton. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Powell. Trailblazers leading by 3. And the pass to Simons. Cantor with it. Pass to Simons. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Portis. The 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Covington in the corner. Portland moving the ball around. Out to Anthony. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Portis with it. Cantor covering. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
He hits both from the stripe. For Portland, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Offside Covington. It's stolen by to Tacumbo. Pushing it up. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Portis.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That is his first foul of the game. Portland, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And, you know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Here's Connaughton. And Portis throws it down. And this game is tied up now. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half, and it's good for 2.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Now here's Teague. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 12 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. A nice shot by Simons. And it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Portland out in front. They're up by 4. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. And that's a wrap for our halftime show.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Anthony is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point guard. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Here's Simons. Back to Cantor. Outside Anthony. Fires the 3. They get it back. A second chance effort. No good at the rim. The Bucks trail. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. DiVincenzo with it. 5 points in the game.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
McCollum kicks to Anthony. Kanter dishes to McCollum.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Trailblazers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here is Lillard from deep 3-point range. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0-4 coming out of the break.
Powell against Antetokounmpo. 3-pointer Lillard. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Holiday, no one around him. From outside, off the mark. Portland's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Lobbed up there for Watch
out below. Come on now. Throw it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Middleton inside the three-point line, and it's good off the back rim and in. Middleton's got the lead up to 2 now for Milwaukee. Middleton's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Lillard dishes to Collins. To the inside. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Middleton can't get it to go. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Nurkic and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Just a load. I mean, at 7 feet, Nurkic also moves well, and that combo gets him to the line a bunch.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Now Holiday, he's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
There's a minute left here in the third quarter. And the shot goes down. Collins has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Here's Holiday. Clock at 6. Trains the three-pointer. And the Bucks lead by 3.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
Lillard against Holiday. Back to Lillard. Beyond the arc. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bucks lead by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Bucks, we've got Teague. P.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. And he commits the intentional foul. Teague with the ball. Five to shoot. For the three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 8 rebounds in this game. Anthony right side. Kicks it to McCollum. There's the three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now Covington defending. And Teague has it in the corner. Here's Tucker. The putback, and Antetokounmpo on the follow. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Covington finds Cantor. Here's Simons. Pass to Anthony. Cantor with it. Guarded by Tucker. Pulls it up. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And here is Teague. Outside Portis. Good on the triple. And it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
Jeff Teague doing exactly what a point guard should do, setting up his guys nicely.
Down low and stolen by Portis. It's tipped. Covington with the steal. And here's McCollum for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Cantor against Portis. Back to Tucker. Shot clock at 5. Kept alive. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
And a wide open look for McCollum. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Bucks leading by 3. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range.
And I tell you, once Antetokounmpo starts hitting this consistently, it's a wrap. Over, finished, done. Boulder Black, encouraging to see him knock down the 3.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. 1:35 left in the 4th. No good. Shot missing. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Nurkic. Portland moving the ball. Jones, no one around him. Portland, no good that time either. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Now here's DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. And the Bucks miss again.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Corner shot. And he swishes it right through. Giannis has got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Lillard misses.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Connects from three-point range. And it's an 11-point Bucks lead.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And that's Dame showing that competitive side. Loves a good duel, especially from range.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Gets the first. That will put them up by 9. Both free throws good from Holiday.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Lillard against Holiday. The three. And it's Lillard missing. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for...
you